Hello everyone, we are live from the Monster Mile. It's time for the more YoruCAR action, the Spotify 400 here from Dover Speedway. We've got another great race on tap for you as we close in on the Eurostar All-Star weekend. And without further ado, we'll take a look through our starting lineup. It's two blue ovals on the front row with Mike Hunt in the number 29 Sprite Ford Mustang for Big Machine Racing. Sitting on the pole to his outside is the number 80 HighPoint.com Ford Mustang for Matt Star Racing of BD Cruz. Row 2 sees Skylar Taylor next to Timmy Hill. Row 3 is an all-Chevy affair with the 1 of Dylan Matthews and the 5 of Santi Messi. Row 4 sees Alex Kippa next to Garrett Smithley, a great qualifying run for the part-time Minardi entry. And rounding out the top 10 is the 94 of Logan Conrad and the 46 of Caleb Lane. Row 6 sees Wolfgang Mueller next to Damian Afton. Row 7 is Davide Rodriguez next to Kieran Jimenez. Row 8 sees a pair of Fords in Ella Baker and Yaro da Silva. Row 9 is another pair of Chevys in the 48 of Purab Srivastava and the 31 of Robbie Gordon. And rounding out the top 20 is Arjun Nandi Kumar next to Hatam Pervez. Row 11 sees the 95 of Nathan Norman and the 86 of Laziz Abdelaziz. Row 12 sees Hisham Sidqui lining up next to Shane Monahan. Row 13 is the 18 of Austin Liang and the 42 of Angel Gutierrez. Row 14 sees a pair of part-time entries in Devin Rouse and Daniel Voiles. And rounding out the top 30 is the 23 of Arcday Mission and the 69 of Ridwan Nasir. Then, behind them, we're going to see in row 16 Jamal Williams and Jab Ravi. Then in row 17 is the 20 of Giancarlo Minardi and the 16 of Muhammad Nawawi. Row 18 sees a pair of Chevys in Brad Storer and Ryan Chilris. Row 19 sees the 8 of Casey Kane and the 26 of Habab Jawad. And rounding out the top 40 is Andrew Yu next to Kyler Sustrai, with Matt Pink rounding out our field of 41. So we are just about ready for action here from Dover. 60 laps are ahead of us. We are ready for action from the Monster Mile. We'll bring you when the green flag drops. Pace car is in. It's going to be Ford leading us to green. Mike Hunt, BD Cruz, green flag is out here from Dover. And it's a great getaway for Mike Hunt on that inside line. BD Cruz not so much having to check up there. As we head down the back, Skylar Taylor's going to move into the second position. Dylan Matthews doing a great job for Chip Ganassi in third. As we complete the first lap of action, it is Mike Hunt, your race leader. Could already have been a race winner this season. Led the most laps at Las Vegas. Looked to have the win in the bag before getting run into by the lap car Brad Storer. That gave the win to Davide Rodriguez. And now here he is again, leading here at Dover. But he's got Skylar Taylor, who won at Phoenix, already hounding the 29. How about Dylan Matthews giving the 1 car for Chip Ganassi one of their best runs of this season, coming in replacement of Kaz Grall. And how about Logan Conrad up here as well? He's lost the points lead, and now he's trying to just get as many points as possible and still is searching for that first win. Santi Messi in the 5, our most recent winner. He is up here as well as Alex Kippa. BD Cruz has dropped outside of the top 5. So definitely the outside line did not appear to be the place you want it to be. As we look further back through the field, see Casey Kane also on the move. He's moving up in the part-time 8 for Matt Star Racing, as some guys who've dropped back. Seeing the likes of Ryan Shores. Oh, Ravi and Jawad getting close there. 3 wide between Jawad Nasir and Jeb Ravi. That is really tight for the 28. So you're going to have to back out of it. They are still 3 wide. Oh, and just about avoided contact there. Jawad's going to back out. And now we have a battle for the race lead. Here comes Skylar Taylor. Taylor, the lone Toyota up here, is going to send it down the inside of Hunt. And on lap 6 of 50, it is Skylar Taylor in the 45 to the point. And if we look a bit further behind, we've got the battle for third here heating up. Dylan Matthews under attack from Logan Conrad. Santi Messi right in the picture as well. Alex Kippa a bit further back. Conrad to the inside of Matthews for third. Matthews trying to hang on the outside. It's going to make it work for now. Matthews going to hold P3, but for how long? Matthews really firing it through on the outside, and he's making it work for now. But now he made it work, correction, through 3 and 4, but through 1 and 2, Conrad got such a run. But off of turn 4, Matthews able to draw even, but is this going to be Conrad finally able to get by? He looks a lot more even through 1 and 2. Santi Messi waiting in the wings as Skylar Taylor is beginning to pull a bit of a gap on the 29 of Hunt as we continue to watch this battle for third. Matthews not letting Conrad clear him. And actually, Conrad did not get a good exit off of 4, and Matthews is going to clear the 94. So now, Logan Conrad's P4 is going to potentially come under attack from Santi Messi and Alex Kippa as the laps ticking away. We're on lap 10 of 60. Halfway caution going to be around lap 30 today. As Conrad trying to find a way around the 1 of Dylan Matthews. Can't find it this time as Kippa now peeking on Santi Messi. As Wolfgang Mueller, who's had it definitely the best season of any of the Minardi drivers in that 22, is going to look to move by Santi Messi as Kippa did. And BD Cruz, it's just not been the start that 80 team wanted from outside pole. Just been tumbling down the order ever since. And another car that's dropped out of the top 10 is the 15 of Garrett Smithley, though they put in a great qualifying effort in that for that part-time entry to even be up here. So it's more of a great job on them for even holding a position inside the top 20, considering how Minardi's season has gone so far. As back up to the front, Skylar Taylor has checked out, and it's looking like this could be shaping up to be more like Phoenix. Skylar Taylor would love it to be so, looking to become the third driver this season to pick up their second win. Would be joining Davide Rodriguez and fellow Toyota Kyler Sestrai. Is behind Mike Hunt now under pressure from the 1 of Dylan Matthews. There's been a great run going for that 3-Chi number 1 Camaro. And he is definitely in the hunt for a good finish today. Meanwhile, behind Taylor in the self-owned ST Motorsports entry, it is Big Machine, the 2 Ganassi boys of Matthews and Kippa being the meats in a Big Machine sandwich with Mike Hunt and Logan Conrad. It's Conrad doing battle with Kippa. Matthews trying to size up a move on Hunt as Conrad closing up to the back of the 40. Kippa was really strong at the start of the season throughout speed weeks. Has just kind of dropped off since, so it's good to see him back up here and fighting. As Conrad looking to try to find a way around him. Santi Messi once again back in the fray as well. Trying to maybe make something happen here for that 5 team in the still relatively new Nations Guard colors. It's been running with YoruCAR sponsorship for most of the season. As Mike Hunt has just not been able to close the gap on Skylar Taylor. Taylor holding 1.2 second gap currently. This is definitely the race that the 45 team wanted, as currently in last place is Muhammad Nawawi rounding onto the back straight right now as Taylor's coming to take lap number 19. So it's about half a lap advantage. I am wondering if we may see lappers before we get to the halfway caution. We're going to be coming to 11 to go next time by. The gap did not increase last time by. It was 1.21 and it stayed 1.21. So Hunt, Matthews and Kippa trying to get a move on and trying to reel in the runaway 45 of Skylar Taylor. Meanwhile, Voiles and Nawawi battle for last as they head through 1 and 2. Meanwhile, Taylor's rounding turn 4. So we may not get a lap traffic battle, but we will see a battle between the Ganassi teammates. It's Matthews once again using the outside line to defend his P3 now from Alex Kippa. And has that compromised Kippa enough that Logan Conrad could have a shot at the 40? The answer appears to be no for now. As we move on to lap 22, laps ticking away before the halfway caution, and Kippa is slow through 1 and 2. Just did not have the optimal line there. Able to keep Conrad behind him as now Messi peeking down the inside of the 94. Santi Messi won last week, trying to win back-to-back, potentially had to back out of it that time and is now under attack from BD Cruz. As the laps continuing to tick away, Skylar Taylor is loving to see all of this behind, as the gap is nearly 2 seconds now. It was 1.75 last time around. As we're going to take lap 24, the gap is now 1.8. So Mike Hunt fixing for a second place finish, barring nothing chaotic occurring. But Dylan Matthews is trying to close up on that 29 to try to give him the runner-up finish. As Voiles and now Jawad battling for last as they head through turns 3 and 4. Skylar Taylor heading onto the back straight. We're going to take 5 to go next time by before the halfway point in this race. So I would say that we're probably not going to see lappers before the halfway point. So Taylor's lead is going to be safe, and it'll be down to the pit crews to see if Taylor can stay out front. But it's looking good for the Dunkin' Donuts Camry for now, as Kippa has gone through on Matthews for third. So it is now Alex Kippa that is the lead Ganassi entry. Matthews down to fourth and is being hounded by both Conrad and Messi. So look at the pace Kippa has. He's already caught up onto the back of the 29 of Hunt, as Messi is going to try to go through on Conrad. Can't do it this time by. Conrad's going to use the high line to his advantage and clear the 5 of Messi, as Kippa's dropped off a bit from the back of the 29, trying to take second. As further back, how about Caleb Lane once again putting together a good run on a short track, won at Martinsville, and is running inside the top 10 here today at Dover, currently holding 10th over Kirian Jimenez and Timmy Hill, who battle for 11th. So looking back up through the top 10, a bit of a train is beginning to form behind Mike Hunt, as Dylan Matthews is looking like he's sizing up to try to get back by his teammate for that third position, as there is the halfway point caution. Skylar Taylor, your race leader. We're probably going to see pit stops this time by, so we're going to stay with you. Skylar Taylor, your race leader, by now coming at the caution 3 seconds, but of course that will evaporate under our halfway point caution, and it'll be up to the ST Motorsports pit crew to deliver Taylor a good stop. Mike Hunt's going to come home in second, or to the halfway point in second. Kippa third, Matthews in fourth, and Conrad in fifth. With then Messi, Cruz, Rodriguez, Mueller, and Lane your top 10, as there are some skid marks at the start-finish straight. After pit stops, we'll take a look at that. I thought that was our halfway point caution, though it is entirely possible that we've had an incident that's just been conveniently timed. as Taylor is in close there with BD Cruz. Timmy Hill looks like he may have made contact with Dylan Matthews. It's 2 tires only for Mike Hunt. He's going to get out first. Wolfgang Mueller out second. Looks like everyone else is taking 4 tires. And that's going to put Taylor out in a distant third. With then Kippa and Conrad. The top 5 is more contact, I think. They're BD Cruz and Santi Messi, it looks like. Oh, and a lot of chaos on pit road as Williams and Smithley nearly came together. But yeah, we'll look at Daniel Voiles. Yeah, looks like he has damage. So I do believe it is Voiles. We'll see what potentially brought out the caution if it was not the halfway point here. Mike Hunt, the leader, on an alternate strategy. So here's what happened to Daniel Voiles. Oh, just looks like something broke on the 12 and snapped him around. So they were already coming to the caution, so it was not Voiles' spin. But that is why, well, another reason why a caution would be out. Doesn't look like a ton of damage on the 12, but a strange incident for sure. Pace car is ducking in. Mike Hunt and Wolfgang Mueller on an alternate strategy, 2 tires for both of them. Meanwhile, 4 tires for the rest of the field. So how is this one going to pan out? Green flag back out here from Dover. Hunt leads, and Mueller immediately to the inside. Gonna try to get around the 29. He's looking not so fast on that high line, and yep, there you go. Wolfgang Mueller to the race lead, and Skylar Taylor's gone with him. And Taylor just gonna shoot it around the outside as Mueller's gonna come down pit road. 3 wide, 4 wide. And oh, contact, Hunt around, Rodriguez around in front of the field. Big wreck. Multiple cars flipping. Purab Srivastava's up and over, and there's a junkyard on the front straight here at Dover. Caution is out. Skylar Taylor's going to lead them back, and they're going to have to navigate all these lappers. Or all these cars. And they're going to head to the high side. Oh, just about going to make it through that. That is a mess. So the caution is back out here at Dover. I believe Skylar Taylor is being scored as the race leader. We'll figure out what has happened here to bring out our second caution of the day. So it's all going to start here. Baker's going to put him 4 wide, or near about 4 wide. Actually, Kippa, you see there, makes contact with Hunt. Sends Rodriguez around, and Hunt in front of the field, and there's just a stack up behind. You see Baker in it. Srivastava, big hit. Kane's in it. Rouse's in it. Mission. And then Srivastava flipping. We've had an NR moment as Liang and Smithley have clipped together. And many other cars involved in that one. Man, big wreck here at Dover. We'll definitely be seeing some DNFs from this one. And it'll be Skylar Taylor, your race leader, who's survived through the chaos. We'll bring you back when we're ready for green flag action again, and the cleanup is over from Dover Speedway. So, 21 laps to go. Skylar Taylor, your race leader. Conrad Messi. Damian Afton sitting in 4th. And Ella Baker, who got a bit of contact from the incident, is going to be in 5th. The green flag is flying here once again. And we have most everyone in the field still running. But as the green flag flies again, it's Conrad who's gotten the jump on Taylor. And Logan Conrad. This is a familiar sight, 94 to the lead. Now, can he hold it, is the big question. Conrad has been in this situation many times before as we take 20 laps to go. Is this finally the day for Logan Conrad? He's got his teammate Ella Baker behind Santi Messi in the 27. What a run for this team. You see the rear end slightly bent Perhaps it's helping them. As you know, aero is not as much of a key factor here, as Messi is hounding the 94, hustling and harrying him through every corner. He wants to go back to back. He wants to be the third YoruCAR multi-time winner. And he is really pushing us. How about Damian Afton trying to go for fourth on Skylar Taylor? And not Robbie Gordon, but Gordon also up here, Kansas winner. But also how about Nathan Ormond up here as well? As we're going to have to cut back to the fight for the lead as Messi trying every which way. He's got Ella Baker now right on the back of him. And I would not be surprised if at one point we just see him hook the 94 of Conrad. That would be his luck so far this season, as Messi's gotten to his quarter panel. As we're coming toward 15 to go, Messi to the inside of Conrad. Can he clear him off of 4? Answer's not quite yet, but he is scored with a lap lead, I do believe. And he's going to lose it though. Messi's going to immediately lose the lead. Not a good run through 1 and 2. Conrad's now got help from his teammate Ella Baker on the outside, and Conrad is back clear. 15 laps to go here from Dover. Can it finally be the end of the nightmare for Big Machine Racing? We're just going to have to wait and see. Baker now the 1 attacking the 5 of Santi Messi for second place. So we move on to lap 47. Skylar Taylor and Damian Afton, they are closing. Nathan Ormond, also another great run for the Team 2-Pack team. He is up here as well. As Taylor moved up, Afton trying to get under, can't get the run. As now Messi closing back up on Conrad. Baker was unable to make a move. I'm just going to get a lap traffic update. It's Davide Rodriguez just crossing the start-finish line. As the leaders head into turn 3, we still have over 10 laps to go. Lap traffic could play a factor. Moving on to lap 59 of 60. The playoff standings leader, Davide Rodriguez, is now going to be the first lapper, and he could help teammate Santi Messi pick up his second win. But Messi with a great run off of 4. He may not need the help from Rodriguez, as he's going to try to get the lead right now. On lap 50 of 60, give the lead back to Santi Messi. He is clear of Conrad, and is that game over? 10 laps to go here from Dover. Can Logan Conrad mount a counterattack, or is he going to have to once again play second fiddle? Now Conrad has to be hoping that the lap car of Rodriguez comes fast. A good run through 3 and 4 for Conrad, but it's still not enough to catch Messi. Messi's got a great car in clean air, as now Ella Baker, his teammate's going to go after Conrad for second. Conrad is got to be doing everything in his power to try to convince Baker to stay behind. As you see further back, Damian Afton is through on Skylar Taylor into 4th. A great run going for the Trackhouse team. As Rodriguez heading onto the back straight as Messi heads through turn 2. Conrad just seems to have lost his pace as he melted his tires, trying to hold on to that race lead. Conrad is pushing as he's trying to catch back up to Santi Messi. We are very quickly running out of time though. Is he going to have enough time to make another move? Is he going to have the tires to make another move? Or is Santi Messi going to become the first back-to-back winner here in YoruCAR? 5 laps to go when we take the next time round. Rodriguez onto the back straight. Messi still heading through turn 2. Looks about the same spot we were last lap. Here comes Ella Baker to the inside of Conrad. Baker, I think, is going to say that she is faster, but Conrad's going to stay ahead. Five laps left here from Dover. The gap is up to half a second. I don't know if anything can be done. Santi Messi has played his cards perfectly. Won at Darlington just last week, and he looks poised to do the same. There is Davide Rodriguez. This is going to be the decider as to whether Messi is going to win this race or not. His teammate, the playoff standings leader, Davide Rodriguez, two-time winner, got his first win at Las Vegas off of contact between a lapper and race leader Mike Hunt. Now it's a PS Motorsports car that is being chased by the Big Machine car. You'd figure Rodriguez is just going to let him through. As we take 2 laps to go, got a bit close there, but indeed, Rodriguez is just going to let the 5 through. 2 laps to go. Conrad needs to play Rodriguez perfectly. He played him about as perfectly as he could. But I think it's going to be too little too late. White flag in the air for Santi Messi. And into turn 1 and 2. Just needs to hope no slip-ups, no major mistakes. Doesn't matter about cautions now. Santi Messi is going to become the first back-to-back winner in YoruCAR history. He rounds turn 4, and he will win the Spotify 400 at Dover. Conrad once again going to play second fiddle. Ella Baker in third. Damian Afton in fourth. Great run. And Skylar Taylor rounds out the top 5. What a race here from Dover. And it's once again more heartbreak for the Blue Ovals, as it's the Bowtie Brigade and Santi Messi, his second win back-to-back on the season. Logan Conrad going to come home in second. Ella Baker in third. 2 Fords in the top 3. Damian Afton, a huge run for Trackhouse to put it P4. Skylar Taylor, after leading so much, is only going to come home P5. Hisham Sidkri out of nowhere going to pick up a P6. Nathan Ormond, another great run for him in P7. Then Robbie Gordon and Jamal Williams, 2 good runs for Colleague, bring home 8th and 9th. And BD Cruz, after an outside pole start, is only going to come home P10. Dylan Matthews, promised early but flamed out, will finish P11. Then Arjun Nandikumar, Giancarlo Minardi, Alex Kippa, Arte Mission, Kieran Jimenez, Angel Gutierrez, Caleb Lane, Devin Rouse, and Hatam Pervez will round out the top 20. Andrew Yu, Kyler Sestrai, Aziz Abdulaziz, Shane Monahan, Ridwan Nasir, Jeb Rabi, Casey Kane, Habab Jawad, Brad Storr, and Mohamed Nawawi, the top 30. Then Daniel Voiles, the last car on the lead lap. Everyone 32nd on down were involved in the incident. Wolfgang Mueller, Ryan Chilris, Mike Hunt, Yaro De Silva, and Matt Pink all finish a lap down. Davide Rodriguez and Purab Srivastava finished 2 laps down. And then Timmy Hill, Garrett Smithley, and Austin Leang all failed to finish. So that has been all from Dover Speedway. We'll see you next week when we're going to be turning right. It's going to be more YoruCAR road course action from Sonoma. Until then, this has been Lotus Jacobson. You've been watching ESPN and YoruCAR. We'll see you next time.